The mobile armors are unmanned, AI-controlled autonomous machines designed for eradicating all of humanity. We have virtually no information on who exactly created them or why they would want to create a weapon that is capable of eradicating the human race. But what we do know is that they almost succeeded in their mission. Calamity War took place 300 years ago, and the mobile armors took out 1/4 of the Earth's population until Gjallarhorn developed the Gundam frames and the Alea Vignana system, and fought back, and eventually every mobile armor was either destroyed or deactivated. In current day, mobile armors are only thought of as a memory from the past, though that doesn't mean that they were completely gone. In PD 325, Tekkadan made a frightening discovery while excavating a half-metal mine on Mars. The mobile suit ASW G64 Floros, as well as a much larger and scarier discovery, the Hashmal. Buried deep in the Martian sand was a mobile armor known as Hashmal. It was designed for ground use and had 2 large legs that, when the mobile armor was deactivated, were stored in the shoulders. It has no arms, and when it's activated, acts like a bird of prey. It has a head-mounted beam weapon that looks like a bird's beak. It was activated when Eok Kujan accused McGillis Farid of trying to use the mobile armor to gain status within the 7 stars of Gjallarhorn. Eok got too close, and the Ahab waves from his Relinglaze activated the slumbering mobile armor. It swiftly annihilated Eok's squad, and then Tekkadan and the Barbatos Lupus showed up to stop the mobile armor. Beam weaponry. Because nano-laminate armor is highly effective at stopping beam weaponry, its beam cannon isn't primarily used for mobile suits, and is instead primarily used on human beings and buildings, and it's an effective long-range weapon. The one drawback is the extended charging time between beam blasts. However, despite this, it has massive destructive capabilities, as Raidmass used his Shiden as a shield to block the beam that was aimed at the agricultural plant, and even with his machine taking the brunt of the blast, it still managed to reach and destroy the agricultural plant. Kinetic Energy Shot Launcher. The large legs that end in massive sharp claws aren't just used for scratching and stomping enemies. Each foot contains a kinetic energy shot launcher, which fires a rocket-propelled spear that is capable of piercing nano-laminate armor, not too dissimilar from the Dainsleif launchers. Super hard wire blade. Mounted on the back of the head is a special alloy wire that, when at room temperature, is stiff and compact, but when an electrical current is put through the wire, it becomes flexible and elongated, and acts like a whip with a massive blade at the end. It can move in any direction, and its main use is for protecting the Hashmal's blind spot. This weapon is very effective against Gundam frames because of its physical attack. The Hashmal doesn't hunt alone. It has many small subunits known as Pluma that serve as support role for the larger unit. The Pluma can gather resources and repair the Hashmal, and the Hashmal can even use these resources to create more Pluma. This allows the Hashmal to be continuously self-sustaining. They are also used to gather data, and if necessary can be used for attacking. The Hashmal was a formidable opponent and pushed both Mikazuki and the Barbatos to the edge. Mikazuki needed to turn off his limiter to be able to beat it, but not without suffering extreme damage to both himself as well as the Barbatos, who needed a complete overhaul to become operational again after its fight with the Hashmal. There are a couple more mobile armors, but we really don't have enough information on them, and there are probably a ton more that were active during the Calamity War that we'll probably never see unless we get a prequel Calamity War anime. I think that the Calamity War has so much potential, and they could do an entire series going over the events that happened then. Why the mobile armors were created, were they actually meant to destroy humanity, or was the AI going crazy? Seeing the development of the Gundam frames and watching humanity claw its way out of extinction. I also want to see the 72 Gundam frames and many that have still yet to be known. I hope you guys have enjoyed this video. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video. Peace.